Caitlin Clark didn't simply rule the 2025 WNBA season, she redefined the limits of what elite basketball could look like. As Indiana Fever's playoff push drew in millions of viewers, Clark produced sequences that silenced commentators and left defenders rethinking their careers. These are 15 plays that nearly broke the sport. Number 15. The Impossible Angle Assist versus New York Liberty, June 15, 2025. Set the scene. Clark snatches a tough rebound in traffic, her mind already racing several steps ahead. What followed seemed to ignore basic physics. She launched a laser-guided pass through a window barely 6 inches wide, threading it perfectly to a teammate in stride. Most point guards wouldn't dare attempt it. The angle demanded instant calculation, flawless balance, and pure confidence. Clark delivered it with casual ease, like sliding a salt shaker across the table. Indiana shocked the previously unbeaten Liberty 102-88, but this moment mattered more. It announced that different rules existed when number 22 had the ball. Number 14. Full court vision versus the same undefeated Liberty. Clark conducted what felt like basketball telepathy. From near midcourt, boxed in by defenders swarming like predators, she fired a State Farm assist of the game to Aaliyah Boston. The magic wasn't only the pass, it was the deception. A quick head fake froze one defender, a subtle shoulder drop shook another, and the ball was gone before Boston even completed her cut. Clark anticipated the future and sent the ball there. She finished with 9 assists in a stunning upset, leaving defenders scrambling for answers during film study. Just another routine night for CC. Number 13. The Double Steal Clinic versus Connecticut Sun. Against Connecticut, Clark transformed into a defensive disruptor, recording back-to-back steals that highlighted her overlooked instincts. Indiana rolled to an 88-71 win, but these sequences told a deeper story. On the first steal, she read the point guard's eyes instead of the ball, jumping the lane before danger was recognized. On the second, she stripped the ball clean, absorbed contact, and immediately fed Kelsey Mitchell for an easy finish. Her footwork was textbook, her transition flawless. The arena erupted. Connecticut's coaches burned a timeout. Clark just grinned. Number 12. The Alley-Oop Illusion versus Atlanta Dream. In a crushing 91-90 loss, Clark produced a moment worthy of a different ending. Late in the game, she lofted what looked like a lob, except it brushed the net and dropped straight through. Accident? Watch closely. The arc was intentional, the spin deliberate. Clark disguised a shot as a pass, hiding her intention until the ball splashed home. Defenders froze, unsure whether to contest or intercept. She ended the night with 27 points and 11 assists, setting multiple franchise records despite the loss. Sometimes brilliance stands on its own. Number 11. Needle-threading perfection versus Chicago Sky. Indiana dismantled Chicago 93-58, and Clark's triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, read like poetry. Yet one assist to Lexi Hull rose above the stat sheet. Facing suffocating pressure, Clark spotted a lane that didn't appear to exist. 3 defenders formed a wall. Hull was barely free. Logic said no. Clark fired anyway, a bullet through a keyhole, landing flawlessly in Hull's shooting pocket. Chicago's defense unraveled. Their confidence went with it. Number 10. The step-back dagger versus Atlanta Dream. Clark sealed an 81-76 win with a deep 3 that highlighted her complete offensive bag. But the true spectacle came before the release. Her step-back created so much space the defender looked lost. The footwork was elite, plant, explosive push-off, controlled landing, perfect balance. By the time the shot fell, the outcome felt inevitable. The shot followed, a towering arc, perfect rotation, nothing but net. She closed the night with 13 points, 7 assists, and 3 triples, while the defender she crossed was still hunting for their balance somewhere beyond the three-point line. Number 9. The homecoming bomb versus Brazil's national team. In a ruthless 108-44 dismantling of Brazil, Clark saved her most audacious moment for the very floor where she once shattered Ente's scoring records. Late in the third quarter, outcome already sealed, she pulled up from 36 feet. A logo 3 heard around the globe. The confidence alone felt borderline illegal. The accuracy was clinical. The statement couldn't have been louder. "This is my house." Brazil's defenders stood frozen as the arena erupted. Clark jogged back wearing that familiar grin that seemed to ask, "What else did you expect?" Number 8. The season opening declaration. Opening night. National audience. Clark's first shot of the year. A smooth 28-footer that instantly set the tone. Every mechanic was pristine. Squared shoulders, loaded legs, high release. But it was the nonchalance that hit hardest. She rose up like it was a casual run at the park, drained it without hesitation, and trotted back smiling. Defenders knew immediately this season was going to be a problem. Number 7. The icebreaker versus Dallas Wings. Every shooter hits a slump. The great ones snap out of it violently. Against Dallas, Clark shattered her cold spell with a deep three that sparked a 102-83 blowout. The shot came from well beyond the arc, but the relief was obvious. As it dropped, she muttered, "Finally," while retreating on defense. What followed was domination. 13 assists, 5 steals, total command of the game. Once Clark found her groove, Dallas had no answers. Number 6. The 38-second avalanche versus New York Liberty. Fresh off injury and trailing by 11, Clark unleashed chaos. In just 38 seconds, not minutes, she buried 3 bombs from 33, 27, and 31 feet. Each shot more absurd than the last. The arc was perfect, the confidence unshakable. Timeouts came. Defensive tweaks followed. None mattered. Clark finished with 32 points, a career-tying 7 threes, 9 assists, and 8 boards in a stunning 102-88 upset. Gainbridge Fieldhouse witnessed something almost biblical. Number 5. The bench stare-down versus Connecticut Sun. The Commissioner's Cup qualifier turned hostile. Elbows, eye pokes, shoves, playoff energy in June. Through it all, Clark poured in 20 points and sealed the 88-71 win with a dagger logo 3. Then the moment burned into memory. After the swish, she turned toward the Suns' bench and let out a primal roar. No words, just dominance. Indiana booked its trip to the Cup final. Clark cemented her place as an icon. Number 4. The Vision Showcase versus Golden State Valkyries. Despite an 88-77 loss at Chase Center, Clark's passing clinic against the expansion Valkyries reminded everyone why she averages 8.7 assists per game. 9 dimes in defeat, each one a lesson in vision. This assist carved through Golden State's defense as if it didn't exist. Clark identified lanes visible only in theory, threading passes with surgical accuracy. The fever fell short, but her brilliance as a creator never fades. Number 3. The Traffic Navigator versus Seattle Storm. Clark's growth into a complete player was undeniable against Seattle. She didn't settle for jumpers. She absorbed contact, battled through physical defense, and still delivered pinpoint passes. This play, made in heavy traffic, would have been a turnover for nearly anyone else. Clark turned it into art. Balance, body control, calm under pressure. 9 assists, 0 panic, elite basketball IQ on full display. Number 2. The Mathematicians Triple versus Connecticut Sun. With the Commissioner's Cup Finals berth on the line, Clark launched from near half court like she was shooting a free throw. The mechanics demanded instant calculation, angle, power, arc, resistance. She nailed it. Then, before the ball even dropped, she winked at the bench. She knew. The Fever knew. The Sun knew. Pure basketball sorcery fueled by unshakable confidence. Number 1. The No-Look Symphony versus Las Vegas Aces. Against the defending champions, Clark delivered the assist of the season. Weaving through shifting screens, extended arms, and elite defenders, she threaded a no-look pass to Aaliyah Boston in flawless position. The chemistry between Clark and Boston feels almost supernatural. The pass accounted for 3 defenders while predicting Boston's movement in real time. Quarterbacks dream of that connection. Boston scored 26, nearly erasing an 89-81 deficit. Clark made genius look effortless. In the end, Caitlin Clark's 2025 season wasn't merely outstanding, it was revolutionary. She expanded the point guard blueprint, blending Curry's range, Magic's vision, and a competitive fire that never cools. Indiana's playoff run delivered countless unforgettable moments, and these 15 plays only scratched the surface. When history is written, 2025 will stand as the year Caitlin Clark didn't just play the game, she reinvented it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, share it with fellow Hoops addicts, and subscribe for more deep dives into greatness. The revolution is on screen, and Caitlin Clark is leading it.